Good morning, my friends. Happy Wednesday. Sorry I missed last week. I was out of town and I thought about doing it while I was away, but I honestly needed a break from doing all the things just for a little bit. Hi, Paula. Good morning, Carol. Hi, Michael. Hi, Gloria. Karen, how are you guys? Hi, Deborah. Good morning. Hi, Suzanne. So I sat down here to get started and I realized I had a big white canvas behind me because I'm getting everything ready for an art show. I'm going to be at Winterthur. It's called the Artisan Market at Winterthur this coming Saturday and Sunday. And so I set up on Friday. So all my paintings, my studio is kind of feeling empty, as will my house be feeling empty pretty soon. Good morning, Gabby. But I'm here and excited to paint. Hi, Ellen. What beach are you at? Hi, Karen. All right, let me turn this around. Whoops. The toys there. So, I did a thing yesterday, and I bought two things on Amazon Prime. A new ring light that I can hook my phone into that I hope will work, and a little microphone for when I record myself for things. So I'm hoping these things help. It's always exciting to get new equipment and super overwhelming because I'm never sure if I'll learn how to use it. I don't know why that's so challenging for me. I use technology all day. Oh, and I went back to my old, I had my little thing that I hook onto. I've been recording some little reels on it, and I hooked it onto a light pole, and I liked it a lot, but I decided I wouldn't be able to read what you guys were saying to me, so I went back to my old phone holder here, the old creaky one. So I was putting out my paints this morning, getting my panel ready, and I couldn't decide if I wanted to start with just a wash of burnt sienna or if I wanted to block in my colors like I do sometimes, but I think I'm going to do the burnt sienna. Morning, Emerson. That's what I think I just decided. All right, let me get my stuff out here. Oops. Cleaned my brushes yesterday. My palette is still a little bit of a loved it and missed it. Thank you, Allie. You have a good way of making me feel okay about things. Honestly. I get caught up in the technology. When I do my Inspiring Art Group Zooms, I've been having such trouble with recording them, and I was working on that the other day and still have not quite figured it out, but I think I have an idea of something I can try. Yeah, if I were smart enough, I'd make a course for artists to be able to do all the technology part of setting everything up, but I guess people don't really do that because it changes so quickly. I'm assuming that's why. Because I can't really find, it's different. The way what we need to do is different from other people recording themselves because we have to be able to have different camera angles and be able to adjust things in the middle and when we're recording all kinds of stuff. Good morning, Irma. Hi, Nancy. All right. So let me see so these flowers, I took my mother-in-law to the dentist the other day. And Izzy, do you need me?
Emerson's birthday, just so you
know. Oh, thank you. Okay. I took my mother-in-law to the dentist, and she had a few more peonies. I went the other week, and she actually gave me her peonies, but these were in the office, and of course, I was waiting for my mother-in-law to finish, so I, not once, but twice, I went outside and did a whole photo shoot of these beautiful peonies. So this is on the street out in front of my dentist's office in Lancaster City. Too funny. And I wanted to give a shout out, happy birthday to Emerson today. My friend Emerson is 6 today. How fun is that? It's an exciting day. So you'll see, I have my grid on here. I don't know if you can see that, but my image was sideways, so I had to take it into Photoshop to straighten it out. And so the whole thing looks crooked to me, even though I see my grid lines. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I put it up closer. See how it's wonky? Yeah, have fun, Emerson 6. I think I'm going to keep it light all the way up to that dark green. It's a little dark over there. I do like doing it this way. Now, do I have a little glare on there? There we go. Now I think I'm good. Hi, Gail. Hi, Susan. Okay. That might be just about enough. Some nice highlights. So the vase was silver and it had a little see-through at the bottom. I don't know if I'll keep that aspect of it or let it not happen. I'm not sure. I don't know. I love how that looks just as it is. I think I'm going to stop and I'll do some pigment sticks and then we'll mix colors. Let's look for my dark areas. I like the drama of how it's dark at the top. I'll put some down here where my shadow is. So, how is everyone? What's new? I went on vacation. I had an art show weekend before last in Lewis, Delaware, and then I went to Rockaway Beach, like Bell Harbor, New York, for a couple days with my cousins. It was a nice getaway. Not quite long enough, but it was still nice to get away for a little bit. And that's such a beautiful area. So where's everybody from this morning? Wisconsin. And that nice dark little one down here. I want the dark sides of these. Peonies. I love when the peonies, when the light hits them and they kind of turn that really cool purple. Love that. I try and capture that a little bit if I can. Mansfield, Texas. Is it a drought or dough? Houston, Texas. Ontario, Canada, Florida. Is it hot in Texas? Hello from Central Texas. It's 100 degrees all week. Wow. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I think it's been hot here. I feel like I haven't even, getting ready for this art show, I feel like I've been so busy that I'm not even entirely sure. I don't know that I left my house yesterday. Brazil. Oh, how fun. Good morning, Dawn. Are you home from vacation? My sister went on a cruise to Alaska, in Alaska. It feels like you just left, but maybe you're already back. Yes, Tracy, I'm using the RNF pigment sticks. Charlotte, North Carolina. I just want to go there. Oh, you're still in Alaska. Oh, wonderful. This particular rose pigment stick is like wonky. It's got like a thickness to it that I always kind of have to scrape off later. So I might just kind of avoid that for a little, not use it. I still do. I don't know why I always pick it up. I want colors like that, but I don't know if it's my stick that's wonky or if they're all like that. That looks a little messy, but that's okay. We're going to have a real messy middle today. Arkansas with no rain in over 5 weeks. Wow. Oh my. Yeah, we had some rain here yesterday. Like a nice little mini storm. Yeah, for Long Island, New York. Yeah, that's where I was. Long Island, I think, is where Rockaway is. Or is that called Long Island or is that Brooklyn? I never know. No, I think it's Queens. So maybe Long Island is beyond there. I'm not sure. Anyway, okay, so now I need to mix my colors. So I mostly have like kind of, I like that yellow background. I want to really make the flowers pop, so I have to mix some dark colors for up here, my shadow areas. Kind of a silver. I never mix up silver, so we'll see how this goes. All right, let me move this down here. I hope I don't make too much creaky sound. Is in Queens, yes. Thank you, Ellie. I knew you'd know that answer because you're in Queens. Let's get a little going there. They have the best hula bowls. Well, and such good food. Like, oops, I think my little thing here is cracking. I used it so much that the whole thing's cracking. Sad. Finally find something you love. Okay, there's still a little bit of reflection on there. Sorry about that. I think that'll work. All right, so I'm going to start with my darks. That's what I usually do. I'm kind of switching right now. I've been playing around with going more with Viridian green instead of sap green, just to see what I think, see what I like. Do you decide what colors to lay down first? I usually start with my darks. I usually start mixing my darks, and I also start painting my darks. Get out a little bit more raw umber. Old Creaky, yes. Old Creaky is back. That other one, I can't, it's hard for me to see past. The way it holds my phone, I can't see the comments as easily, and that's the whole point. I love chatting with you guys. I just wish you were all right here with me. It would be a whole lot easier. All right, I need it like kind of neutral greens. Let's see. That's nice. That's very neutral. May I go a little bit lighter with that. Because usually in nature, your greens are not that bright. Hi, Barb. Just a little. Oh, that got a little chalky, didn't it? Let me see if that's, no, that's good. Okay. Nope, I'm happy with that. So then I need pinks. I love pinks. So I had a color left over from yesterday that I kept here on my palette. It's a mix of, I think, permanent rose, some raw umber, and this violet, Old Holland violet gray that I love. So I think that would work too. The permanent rose and the Old Holland violet gray makes such a neat color. Nice for that dark underside. I'll add some of this into it. I have a little bit of liquid here on my palette. I've been using that a little bit more because I've been needing my paintings to dry more quickly because I'm selling them at my art shows and I didn't have enough. It's kind of hard to get used to, but it does definitely help your paintings dry more quickly. Oh wait, I need a little bit of my pink. This color rose, Vasari's Rosebud. To put a little bit more out here. Sorry, I bumped you. So yeah, it's been a lot getting ready for the art shows. I think next year I'm definitely going to do fewer. And no one-day art shows because they're just too much for me to set up and be ready for. All right, that's a nice. Love that. And now I have to go lighter running. I guess that is a good prop because I sure do. The painting is my favorite part. Painting and then teaching art shows. I love being at the art shows. If someone else would set it all up for me, I'd love them. There's no such thing as that. And each new art show is a whole different experience because you have to figure out, you know, all the logistics of, you know, where to pull in, how much room you have, you know, all that kind of stuff too. I'm going to warm that with just the tiniest bit of yellow, I think. Pull that out, maybe put a little more yellow. White in there for the really light parts of the flowers. So let me think, what else have I been up to? I can't think of a thing that I've been up to. Isn't that terrible? If you guys want to be on my newsletter list, just send me a message and I'll add you. I've been having trouble with my newsletters getting to people, which is just absolutely frustrating. So if you are on my newsletter list and you're not hearing from me, let me know. Okay, I think that's good for those. So my darks, greens, and now I need like that kind of yellow color that I have there. I'm going to put out a little bit of this Mars Yellow Light to mix that kind of yellow color in there. Ellen, just sort of. I was away for 3 days. I went to to Bell Harbor to visit my husband's cousins. So I had the art show on the weekend, and then I went there. It was fun. I think we really only went to the beach one day. We went to a great restaurant called Kennedy's that is, get a little bit more of a lighter white here, in an area called Breezy Point that is beautiful. But it was nice to relax. I brought things along, and I actually painted with his cousin Liz for a while. We did acrylic florals, but I didn't go live because I didn't want to pressure myself to wake up early. I really tried to relax. Although, you know, it's really hard to do that in 3 days. Still feel like that's, I'm going to put more white in. It's still too dark. Oh, I didn't think of my shadow either, and I need to mix like a silver color for the vase, which might be a little tricky, but that yellow's nice. Okay, let me make a shadow. What can you see here? You can see right here. That might be fine for the shadow. Sorry about that. And, all right, I'll just hold it. Silver. Never really make silver. I guess it's technically gray. Oops, I need more white. Good morning, Nancy. This is for the vase that's gray, but it really does pick up all the other colors that are in the image. So that is definitely too something, too cool. Something, a little bit of raw umber in there. That's good, but I think I'll pull a little bit of that out and warm it out. I'm going to put up this color that I have, that I put in my background. See what that looks like. I feel like I need kind of a warmer gray. Oh yeah, that's nice. And then I have my dark. I actually have, there's a little reflection in underneath that I want to make this a little bit more blue. I'm going to pull just a little bit of this out and mix a little bit of cobalt blue in it. Let me see how that looks. I have to hold a little bit more green in that. It's just that I'll show you when I pull I don't want to make all the noise to pull it up to show you right now. I'll show you when I pull this up. What color? Oh, that looks pretty close. All right, I think that's... Now I have to remember to put that in the painting, but it really is a pretty color. Yeah, I added raw umber. So, this up here. I was trying to mix a color to put in there. That pretty little reflection. Doesn't mean I'll capture it, but I have the color just in case. All right, I need a sip of my coffee. What's everybody having today? Coffee? Tea? Or anything more fun? All right. So I'm going to start with my darks. Let's pull my chair over here a little bit. I'm going to try to put down very intentional brush strokes and not fuss with them, as I always say. Coffee with coconut almond milk. I have to learn to like coconut or almond milk. I don't dislike it, I just never buy it. Cold brew coffee, that sounds good. Good old coffee and cream. Irma, that's what I drink. Coffee with cinnamon and clove. So another thing I've been busy doing is working on my calendar. I always do a calendar each year. I kept changing my mind about what I wanted to do. But I finally I'm doing birds again, just completely different ones than I've done in the past. And it's been fun. I have maybe 5 of them finished. Lemon water followed by tea. That is what you're supposed to do, right? Drink the lemon water. I don't want to get too precious. Still looking for my dark areas. I see there's a space in there too where a lot of the background's showing through. I need a sip of my coffee. I just left Texas for the shore in New Jersey. We were drinking coffee and watching the starfish go down this week. Oh my gosh. For the shore in New Jersey, are you driving there? I think I'm going to put in a little bit of my dark sides. I don't want to get precious with this, and I already feel like sometimes it's hard not to. And see how thick, can you see how thick that is? I think I need to pull some of that off. This pink, it like leaves, whoops, I'm sorry, like little crunchy pieces on there, and they take forever to dry. Did I say, are you driving or are you flying? And Ellen, did you tell me where you went to the beach? Oh, you flew. That'll be fun to be at the beach for a few days. Yeah, is it much green? It's probably much greener here than it is in Texas. It's beautiful here. Oh, good. What beach are you at in New Jersey? Maybe I put some of my background in. Yeah, so the show that I'm doing this weekend in Winterthur, I'm excited. Oh, in Seal City. I used to go there, I think when I was like first married, we went there a few times in the summer. It was beautiful. Seems like forever ago. On the bay. Oh, how nice. I love there's a little like color that's showing through there. I want to let those colors show. So I'm just going to put in big strokes. She does great. Ask her to. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you, Allie. Yes, I have my Art and Bloom course. I'm doing a little mini like warm-up course of painting a sunflower. But I was trying to get the ads to run for it, and what a challenge. All that stuff is so challenging to me. So we'll see if they start running. Let me know if you see my ads running. Just kind of never quite worth the effort to me. Always learning. Yes, and I have a workshop coming up next spring in France that I'm excited about. There's a lot of fun things happening. And I was just talking to my friend who filmed Art and Bloom, and we're talking about doing a next course. I just have to pick a date to get together. So if you have ideas, let me know what you think I should do. I was kind of going back and forth between like a bunch of smaller kind of classes. Do one like on birds, maybe one on landscapes, just do different kinds of things. At least it's lately yes, Instagram has been crazy. Crazy lately. I didn't see who said that, but yeah, I agree. France, is any local shows? Nancy, no. I'm just doing Rehoboth Beach the first 2 weekends in August. And it's been a little problematic because now my daughter is ready to get married. She just wants to do like a little elopement, just immediate family, and then have a party like next year. But I don't have any free weekends because of all these crazy art shows, which is hard, but I didn't know this was going to happen. But she's ready to go, so we've got to figure that out too. Trying really to do these intentional brush strokes and let bits show through. Okay, so I have a little lighter of a gray over here. Get that vase in there. I want to keep it kind of chunky and spontaneous. We will come see you. We can take... Oh, good. I would love that. Come see me. Yeah, I'll be there both weekends. And I'm going to be staying with my niece in Bethany for the weekend. So that will be fun to spend time with her. I feel like that vase is kind of a weird color. Something is not quite right. Let me see if we can figure that out. Cherry juice. That sounds fun. I never drink cherry juice. I don't know if I'd like that or not. I don't like cherry flavoring. I feel like the gray, let me put some of this other gray that I mixed that's not as cool. That help a little bit? Yeah, I think so too, Michael. It's too something. As I always say, I never know quite what it's to, but it's too, yeah, it needs to be warmer, I guess. I'm just adding a little bit more of a warm, because there really is quite a lot of reflection from what's I put my finger right on there. What's happening around it, because see all that warmth right in there. Used to vacation at Addie by this in Bethany Beach. Yeah, I've always gone to Rehoboth like for my whole life, and I love it there. But we couldn't find a place to stay that was somewhat affordable. Plus, we didn't know if our kids would come or not come, and I don't know. So we just ended up staying with my niece, and I think we'll have fun. That helped. Too light. Oh, yeah, maybe that's my problem. Especially like over here. Still too something. And it's getting tight now. I don't like it to be so tight. Oh, it's better. Well, that's a challenge. And I don't want to use like a small brush to get those details. I don't want to do that. I'm going to try and just use this big brush the whole time. It's better. That warmth helped, but maybe would some of the color be, yeah, some of the colors definitely reflected. And now that I added the color that's in the background, it helped. Maybe my color in the background's too yellow. You know what I need to do? I need to just, you're here for all the problem solving. Oh, good. It looks more translucent. I need to go in and work on the flowers. Now I need to let that go for a little bit and go in here and do some chunky pieces and then go back and balance that, because I'm getting too precious with what's happening down there and it's getting tight and I don't want that. I'm looking for the dark sides of these. Oh, thank you. And usually is. Sometimes there are big battles to kind of get it where I want it to be, but that's all part of the learning process, and it never ends, no matter how often, how much you paint. Of course, I say that as if I painted. I haven't painted near as much as I'm hoping to paint in my lifetime, but I'm constantly learning. I do feel as if maybe this background color is too yellow. I don't know. I need to keep going here, not worry about it yet. I think I find it so much easier to kind of keep my looseness in flowers and stuff, but I get really lost in like hard edge things. I think that's more of a challenge for me, is making those areas work. Okay, need more of my little dark down in here. Need to carve out these flowers just a little bit more. That's dark. I think I need a stem. And hi from Asunción, Paraguay, just south of the heart of South America. Wow, that's so cool. Welcome. Now I'm just kind of dancing around, looking for more dark areas. I can go in with some lights. I have a little bit of a bright pink showing right here, and I love it. And I love that little bit of color up there also. I'm going to lighten, put a little bit more white in my background color, because I think that's partly what's bothering me. I think it's just a little too yellow. Maybe I need to make it a little more gray and lighter. Sharing your problem solving with us, one of the most helpful ways to learn. Yep, Gail, I know. I'm trying to practice explaining what I'm doing. The hard part is to paint and think and know what I'm doing and explain it at the same time. Whoops, that's thick, huh? I love big, thick impasto, but... Someday I will paint like that, like with the big, thick brush strokes. I just haven't because my paintings won't dry fast enough. That is really the only reason I don't. That's better. It's a little more spontaneous, which is what I'm going for. Better, definitely better. I think this needs to be a little darker. The pink color you mixed is so perfect. Yes, using that old Holland violet. Yep. I do love that color. That's much better. Yes, much better. I don't want to fuss with that. Okay, I need to get back up to what I'm doing there. Good morning. Yeah, and that's part of the fun too is and I feel like when I do my painting and kind of do the messy middle and let those things happen, it forces me to not get precious with things. So I let my middles get messier and messier to be able to kind of pull them back out again. Yeah, the Old Holland Gray really makes beautiful color. I'm going to put some grays in here from my background. That's also partly why I think I was struggling with that is I needed to move on from it because I needed to pull some of this color up into the flowers too. It was too separate. That's why I like dancing around whole painting. I even do that with large paintings so that it all kind of comes together. I love watching people who completely paint one section and then go back in and completely paint another section. I find that fascinating because it's totally not how I paint. It does look like fun though. But I don't know. It's just kind of, I guess, not how I even think. Because I need to see how everything kind of reacts with each other. Plus, I think I'd get very tight if I painted that way. There we go. That's good. I do have my green still too. All right. Any darks in here? I'm still thinking about what I need. I think this needs to go a little darker in here. I do a few of my greens that I mixed up. Yeah, that very neutral green that I mixed is like perfect. And this actually has green on the side. Let me dark right here. What time is it? 8:44. I'm doing okay on time. All right, it's coming together now. Let me have a sip of my coffee. I got this cute little so that helps by pulling a little bit of the color that's up at the top down in here. Gail said, "Sounding beautiful, such a great work through a messy." Yeah, the middle was pretty messy, wasn't it? Texture between the hard and the softness of the flowers. Oh, thank you, Irma. Yes. Sometimes it's a little scary when I do that with you guys watching me. But I know you're understanding. If it ever doesn't turn out, you'll forgive me. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Now I need some of my lightest lights. And then I think I might need to stop so I don't take it too far. Tell me if your brush is bristle or synthetic. I think it's synthetic. It's the Rosemary and Company. You see that short Eclipse flat number 12. I do love this brush, but I don't think it's bristle. Bristles are hard. This is a softer brush. Kind of in between, the perfect mix. Now I'm looking like for my very lightest lights. That's good. I don't know. Do you think it needs anything else? I think this petal, or this flower back here, needs to go back a little more. I think I might need to stop. Beauty out of chaos. Yeah. Thank you, Anita. I love that. And I even had bits of background showing through, and I love that too. I'm trying to embrace that a little bit more. Is allowing some of that background color to show. I didn't use any of my very lightest greens. I'll put some here. I think I need to stop. I don't know that it's getting better. So I'm going to sign it. I'll buy it. Oh, 35 on July 20th. I'm going to sign over on this side. Happy birthday to your daughter. Because I didn't want it to stand out so much over on that side. All right, I'll show it to you. Eclipse is a synthetic mongoose. Stiffer than a sable, but softer than a bristle. Thank you, Ellen. No wonder I didn't quite know. So there's my reference image taken out in front of Dr. Vu's office here in East Pete, or in Lancaster. There's my painting. And I love that I love like the pink. I love those bright pink popping through there. And I have a little bit of that, my favorite crazy turquoise color. Just bits and dabs. Nothing too precious. And then here's my palette, and here's where I was mixing my grays, and I mixed a darker one to do in the vase. So thanks for coming and hanging out with me today. I will put this up. I'll put it on my website, and I'll also put it up on my YouTube channel. Please go watch it on YouTube and give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I will be here again next week. And if you're in the area, please come see me at the Winterthur show. I'm so excited about it. It's a gorgeous estate. It's a DuPont estate, and it's you do have to pay to go, I believe, unless you're a member of the museum. But it looks like it's going to be stunning. And I haven't checked the weather because I don't want to jinx it. Ellen, no collective. I think it's next week. I'm pretty sure. I'm hoping to do a little bonus one about getting ready for an art show. So I've got to work on that. So thanks for coming, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you again next week. Bye.